What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel for another GSPro simulator round here in the backyard simulator. As for today's video, for the first one I'm playing, usually come out here and try to play 2 rounds for a total of 36. For this one, it is a self-selected course. We are playing Whistling Straits in Sheboygan, Wisconsin, designed by TechBud. I want to try to remember to give some of these course designers shout outs because they do such an amazing job. The reason why I picked this is because this is up there from what I've seen from people that have done reviews and overviews of certain courses. This is up there with one of the most impressive graphics course wise, so should be pretty fun. I'm not going to get the full experience out here on my laptop looking at the screen with bugs flying around and sun glare and stuff, but should be a pretty good viewing experience for you guys as long as everything records and saves correctly. And then I'm looking forward to going back inside and seeing what it looks like on the screen. About 55 degrees out today, not too bad. Still springtime here in New England, but I'll take that compared to snow, so still looking forward to hopefully 60-70 degrees plus going forward. One thing I did want to mention, there's one of the houses, I think it's pretty far away, but a few houses over, they're blasting country music. They stopped for a while while I was warming up and they just started it again, so hopefully these mics do a pretty good job of canceling stuff out. Hopefully you guys can't hear it. I personally like country music, so no complaints there. I'm just worried about possibly any of the songs getting picked up in the background, but we'll cross that bridge if we get there. Figured I'd take out the John Deere hat in honor of the background country music playing. So real quick for the rundown, Garmin Approach R10 behind me on a DIY level stand, Country Club Elite mat, Callaway Superfast balls, DIY stance mat, 10x7 nets that I still need to fix that left side, and I actually last night ordered a few more, so I'm going to hope to, when I have time, take this down completely and switch around some nets. I have some wear patterns in here where I usually hit, probably flip the nets around and hopefully extend it even higher, so for some of these wedge shots where I need to get out of a bunker or some of those tough little ones, I can actually open up a 56 or a 60 more and not worry about it going up and over. But hopefully in the near future I get that done. And everything's linked down below in the description, those Amazon links. I'd appreciate if you guys check those out. So oh, and I also changed the settings here, still learning on the fly here with GSPro. Changed the settings to log 10 instead of the auto concede was on double bogey. I changed it to log 10, which I think means after 10 strokes into a hole, I think it just completes the hole or only gives me a 10. And I also changed, I saw there's a beta setting for a hole intro, and there's a transition from the green to the next tee. So I think what it does, I've seen a video on it, it basically, instead of just going to the black screen and going to the next tee box, it basically lifts up and does like a mini flyover. It pans over to the next tee box and goes down. So we'll see how that looks here, but let's get started here. Whistling Straits, Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Hit the first hole flyover, and I'll tee up my shot here while this is going. Again, this is up there. I'm playing it on 1080p Ultra, and then I upscale the video into 4K. This should be pretty amazing graphics-wise. Obviously, Augusta, other courses like that are really good, but hopefully my laptop can handle this, and this should be pretty cool looking and viewing this video. So, first tee shot. Didn't hit a ton of warm-up shots, but this is notoriously a tough course, very narrow fairway with a lot of stuff around, so gonna have to hit some halfway decent shots here. Should be a decent start. A little bit low on the face. Oh no. Here we go with the no reads. That was a good opening tee shot. That was going to be a little bit of a baby draw. Garmin didn't like that one. I don't have to reset it. It's still blinking. Not sure what the deal is with that. We're going to have to hit that again. I would have taken that all day long. That was higher on the face. First one was way better, but that should still be down the middle. It's not going to go as far. Hopefully it's not into trouble. Alright, 243. That first one was probably 260 plus. I hit that way better, more on the sweet spot, but still 250 there. I mean, I'm gonna go here. Look at this green. I have Friday pins on. Jeez, this could be a very ugly score here if we don't play some halfway decent golf. 254. It's gonna come out a little bit left. I'm just gonna go 4 hybrid. Oh, I can't even do that because I can't carry it that far, and there's trouble over there. So I'm gonna have to hit to about here, and then have it roll out. I'm still gonna hit 4 hybrid. We'll see what happens. Definitely night and day difference. Course like this compared to Home Tee Hero. All right, 4 hybrid. Oh, and I top it left. That's not gonna be fun. You gonna let us play out of that? Oh boy. And here we go. So we're in the deep rough, which is gonna be 21%. There's gonna be practically no spin out of here. So getting this thing up onto the green and having it stop is not gonna be easy. We got 45 total. It's gonna come out left, so aim a little bit right. 46 up 4, so we're at 50 plus 10 yards. I think though, we're gonna have to see with some of these rough. 21% is gonna be 10 yards, but I think because of the whole spin thing, it's gonna be like half the spin coming out of here. I think that may almost cancel out the reduction in power, but I'm gonna go 56 and try to hit this about 40, and we'll see what happens. Honestly, I'll be happy if we're anywhere near the green out of here. I'm hoping with that music, I don't mind hearing it. Again, I personally like country music, but I'm thinking if I talk over it, hopefully you guys can't be hearing that. Thinned it, and it was right, and we are not out of this crap. All right, 18, yikes. And I know it gets cut off, but that was 80% speed, 52% spin. I'm gonna have to open up a 60. Good thing I changed those settings to a double bogey. We're looking at a 10 on this first hole. All right, 6.5 left. At least we're on an upslope, so I gotta aim over here to the right. Again, opening up the 60. Hold it a little bit left, but sit, stay. All right, that's probably gonna be like a triple, double, yikes. 602, I probably shouldn't have no business playing these furthest back tees on this course. I mentioned it in a comment. I think it was Outdoors was the username. I think I may have to reconsider playing the back tees on some of these courses. Definitely within GSPro, probably biting off more than I can chew with some of these courses compared to Home Tee Hero. Whole reason why I did that was make Home Tee Hero as challenging as possible, but GSPro is definitely significantly more challenging, so I may eventually, if I shoot like 40 over on this course, may start picking a little bit more friendly tee box options going forward. We'll see. All right, par 5, we're 2 over, 602, nice and short. Where are we landing? At least there's a little bit more room to work with on this tee shot. Hopefully the R10 registers the first time. Right through the first net. Luckily the second one caught it. Not terrible. Still not as good as that first tee shot I hit, but that should roll out. Got 260 on it. 337 left. All right. We're gonna aim right here and go 4 hybrid up there. One hole in, and I'm already regretting this tee box option. It always has it set to whatever your last one was, so I just had him on the furthest back these first few rounds I've been playing here. Still, I think less than a week since I've had GSPro, but may need to start dialing things back just a little. 4 hybrid. A little bit thin, but I hit it pretty good. Should be in a good spot. That should be 230-ish, 240-ish, I would think. We are hitting up a little bit, 232. Take that. We're in the ballpark of what I would expect. Now for the approach shots. Luckily we're in the fairway. It's going to come out a little bit left. 105 total, so 106. I'm going to go approach wedge. Try to hit this right around 95, 100. Hold it. That might be long left, and it is. Stay there. Stay there. Yikes. Well, as what usually happens, bad swing, good read from the R10. Alright. Now we're short-sided. We got 14 yards. At least we're on an upslope. We're in the deep rough. So I think, again, I'm going to try this round kind of canceling out the deep rough power reduction because of the spin. I need to obviously get it up there, and it's going to roll out a ton, but I was coming up long on a lot of stuff, so I'm just going to try to open up a 60. Try to fly this as close to 15 as I can, and then hopefully it just lands soft. No, I thinned it. That's going to be... We didn't even make it. That's probably good. If that was on the green, that was going to be back over the other side. Yikes. Alright, 6 yards. Just got to get this started. Aim a little bit that way. Hole out would be nice. Yeah, so that shot, 83% speed, 49% spin. So, 6 yards. I'm just trying to land this even before the net. Should be decent. Came out just a tad left. Even that. We stayed inside the inner circle, I think. Bogey. Alright, on to the third hole. Par 3, 174. Look at that water though, the ocean. Crazy detail. Shout out Tech Bud. Oh, and I haven't been looking. I gotta look next time when the hole finishes, if there's anything different from that setting I changed. Alright, 174, down 8. So we're at 165. I'm gonna go 8 iron. We'll see. From what I understand about that setting I changed, it was just a slightly smoother transition from hole to hole versus just going black and then popping back up again on the next tee. Alright, we need a good, solid 8 iron here. It's pretty good. Came out a little bit left, but that should be a good number. Oh, alright. I'll take that all day long. That should be a 2-putt for a par. Struck that well. Oh, it didn't even change. What's going on with these, There was no hole transition. Wonder if I can change that quickly. My apologies. Round settings, visual settings. Right here, so I changed this. Hole intro beta, green to tee transition. Maybe I'll turn that off. I can't. Well, maybe next time. That's what I thought that was going to change. Maybe I just need to have this first thing selected and not the green to tee transition. Oh well. Alright, 4th hole, 490. Maybe it's something I need to set that and like restart GSPro. Between this round and the next one I'm playing, maybe I'll just click off that second option, see if it changes things. And Realism did mention, I had the same thought, I talked about it in a couple videos, if there's any way to speed up the flyover just so it's like, instead of 5 seconds or whatever it is, just a little bit quicker. And from what I've found, maybe you GSPro people know, there's a setting in there that I don't know about, but from what I found, there was no way to increase the speed, either increase or decrease the speed of the flyovers. Still think it's worthwhile though. Alright, it's gonna fade up the right, but I hit it halfway decent. Stay in the fairway. Ooh, a little kick left. Alright, take that right in our, ooh, it's rolling out. Right in our 260 ballpark. 265 on the rollout. 226 left. And we've got some trouble long and left. So don't want to do that. 0.9 left, aim a little bit right. 226 down a yard, so 225. I guess I'm gonna go 4-iron and hopefully I hit it. That's always kind of a hit or miss type of club. We'll see, maybe I'm planning on redoing that Wynn golf club because that was such a cool course with all the Vegas Strip and the Sphere and everything. Unfortunately, that video got cut off at the end. I may end up redoing this one middle of golf season when I'm playing better. These are some tricky holes. Four-iron. A little bit thin, heely, started left. Is it fading? It is. I hit it pretty hard again. Go, 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 go. Okay, stay there. It's not going to. All right, just outside the 2-putt, but I'll take that all day long for a bogey, unfortunately. But, I mean, that's a tough hole right there. I'll take that all day long. Up to 4 over through 4, bogey golf here, Whistling Straits. Par 5, 593. Water to go over. Grab a drink quickly while you guys are looking at that. These videos have been a little bit on the longer side, but I don't think that has much to do with the flyover. I think, again, I personally like it. I think I'm going to keep it going. Just for an example, when I was just grabbing a drink and grabbing my club, you guys were at least looking at something instead of just this shot of the tee box, which is cool too, don't get me wrong, but alright, aim up this left side. That guy is blasting some music. We got the full country experience going on right now. We got country music. I got my John Deere hat. Apparently that was a pretty loud gunshot if you heard that. I am definitely where I live, you would consider, or most people would consider country. I mean, I don't live on a farm or anything, but kind of out here in the sticks. So you guys are getting a full experience here on what a weekend day, nice weekend spring day is like. 251 on that one. 289 left. We got water all along there. So I'm going to aim up here and I'm going to go 4 hybrid. We'll see. This is one of those courses, it seems like, just got to get lucky on some of these strikes and keep it in play. It'll be in play, but I caught it a little bit heavy. That'll probably only be about 220-ish maybe. Maybe some downslope helped us out. A lot of rollout too. I didn't catch that perfect, so I'm kind of surprised at the 244, but I'll take it. 58 left. Never complain about a fairway. 1.2 left. We're on a little bit of an upslope. Aim a little bit right here. 58. Gonna go a really soft approach wedge. Try to hit this right around a 50 total type of feel. It'd be nice if I actually add those extra nets up top. I can open these clubs up more, launch them higher. R10 should read it as more spin and get it to kind of land and spin more. Felt pretty good. Hopefully I didn't put too much on it. Sit. A little bit too much. Landed at 62. Alright. Another bogey. Course like this, we'll take that. 5 over, 6th hole par 4, 407. Look at those bunkers though. Pretty cool. Again, this is a pretty intricate, detailed course. Hopefully my laptop can handle this. I did notice there seemed to be on the flyovers. It's tough to tell out here again in the sun and the glare and everything. It seemed to be, it's not a stutter, but it seemed just a tad bit choppier, but I think that's because I'm screen recording in 30 frames a second versus 60, which would be smoother. I tried 60 when I first got it, and my laptop did not like that. So 30 frames, 4K and 30 frames is pretty standard, so 407, jeez. Imagine hitting this in real life. Staring down this tee shot. Anything in the fairway, 200 plus is all I'm asking for. Oh, that is low and left. Okay. Well, we're in play. We're in a bunker, but we're in play. Yikes, 237 on that. Alright, so we're in a fairway bunker, which is going to be 5 to 10%. Pretty little spin out of here. 177, down 11, we'll call that 4 yards, so 173 total. 10% is going to be, well, 5 to 10. 10% would be 17. I'm going to go kind of an in-between number. I'm going to hit 7 iron. I think 6 will be too much. This will likely come up short, but shouldn't put us back in position to hit a wedge shot, I think. And it's 2.6 right. Aim a little bit left. Well, let's see. Hit and hope. Struck it pretty good. Oh, I did not have that fading that much. That's a slight misread, I think. That came out a little bit left. I hit that solid. That should have been pretty straight. That's unfortunate. That sucks. I felt good about that when I hit that. 100% spin out of there and 97% speed, so we only had 7% on that. Alright, now we're in the deep rough. We've got 21. Going to be little to no spin, so I'm going to play this close to 21. Deep rough is 21%, which would be 4 yards, so I'm just going to open up a 60, try to fly this as close to 20 as I can. That's what I was looking for. Hit the top of the net. Oh, too much. Still don't know. For that type of shot, what was the carry? It just rolled out so much. Yeah, I mean, carry raw was 40? That's not right. Carry game 25, that seems about right. Maybe there's some type of discrepancy going on with those wedge shots with the R10 had that as a 40-yard carry. I don't know what the deal is with that. Well, 10 yards. I'm gonna aim out this way. Just get this on the green. Again though, that one only 51% spin, so I mean from that spin it makes sense because it just doesn't have anything to stop it, but pulled it left, not that far left. Jeez. Well, I'm gonna have to figure something out with these. That one, the carries were close, but there is more realistic ball curvature here for sure within GSPro. I didn't pull it that much. It came out left, but not that much. Now we got 13. Also a little bit left. And that one I felt good about. Looks like we're gonna have to do it again. People are out and about. I've heard like 4 different types of people shooting guns out here. There's some going on over there with, by the sounds of it, different type of guns. There was some there, some further back, and then there was that one really loud one that sounded like coming from near where that guy was playing music, or girl, someone. Straighter. Alright, better. Now there's some going on back there too. Double bogey, yikes. 7 over through 6. 7th hole, par 3, 222. Nice easy, nice easy green to hit here. I'm thinking 4-iron. Have to take a look at the slope. Bail out, short left. We're down about 3 yards. Not that that makes a ton of difference, but let's aim here. I'd rather be there in that deep stuff versus into the ocean. That one's definitely gonna fade. That one might be wet. I came way across that. Stay in the bunker. Hit it halfway decent, but that slice took off about 20 yards. Now, we've got issues. 4 degrees up, which I guess is good. I gotta hit this pretty hard with a 60. 21, it's gonna come out a little bit left, so aim just a little bit right, and it's up about 3 yards. So 25 total. This may take me multiple shots to get out of here. I may have to really open this up, sacrifice having this ball go up and over the net and get it after. This is basically like full flop shot territory. Flop top. Alright, landed right next to the pin, sit. That's about all I can ask for. Up and over the net. Again, hopefully if I add some more nets, that would allow me to hit that shot and keep it down and get that ball after if I can find it. Onto another one, but that was a pretty good shot out of there. I actually caught that just a tad thin, but that was pretty good. That was what I was looking for. 8 over, 8th hole, par 4, 492. Grab my driver. Definitely not putting up great score, but at least we're moving through this in a somewhat efficient manner. That's going to be pretty far right. Club face was wide open when I hit that. That was off the toe, and I could literally feel when I hit that, the club face opened up. Driver's not quite there right now. Alright, we're in the deep rough. We've got 247. Not that that matters a ton. 3.5 degrees right. Definitely going to want to bail out over here to the left. And I'm just going to smash, or at least hopefully smash, 4 hybrid out of here. may penalize me because there's dynamic penalties based on, like, this is really, it should probably be like a, well, it's saying I can hit 3 wood. This probably should be a higher lofted club just to get it up and out, but see what we can do with the trusty 4H. Chunky came out a little bit left, but I should, oh, never mind. I was gonna say should be up there. Deep rough to deep rough. 78% speed, 55% spin. That's tough. All right, we are in a significant right slope. We're on an upslope, so we're gonna have to aim pretty far left. We've got 89 up 8, so we got 97 total. Gonna have to aim out here, and it's gonna be approach wedge, and we'll see. Pretty low likelihood. Essentially, this type of shot, from what I've been seeing, I need to get it just on the green and let it roll, because this is gonna be pretty much zero stopping power. Let's see. Releasing my hands too much, that was a little bit of a pull too, but that works. Do we get a par? Bogey? Nope. Alright, 9th hole, par 4. Would have been a par if I didn't hit 2 4 hybrids, or that 1 4 hybrid into the crap. Actually a little bit warmer in the sun than I was anticipating. It's supposed to be a high of 57 today, probably a little bit warmer in the sun. May have to lose the vest on the second round, we'll see. 4 4 3, down 10 yards. See if I can actually square up the stupid driver. Well, it was straight, but it was still very high toe. Not going to go very far, but we did have 10 yards of downslope. I was swinging driver better last time I was out here. 186. We're on a downslope, so that's going to kill some spin. Down 6 yards. We're at 182. I'm going to go 7 iron. Whose idea was it to get GSPro? Chunky and left. Well, that's one way to get up by the green. Kind of surprised that went that far. Contact felt halfway decent, just I caught the mat first. And I'm pulling things left. Gotta open up my stance, I guess. 12 yards. We're on a 29.3 degree upslope. It's gonna come out right, however, the green looks to be, I'm gonna reset it. I'm just gonna leave it. Green looks to be sloping from right to left, so 12 yards. Just gonna look to, I think, fly it right in this area, lower portion of the net. Oh, a little bit higher than I would have wanted. That might be a bit too much, we'll see. Although, it seems like when I launch it a little bit higher, Garmin reads more spin, so it lands a bit softer. So, all in all, that was actually not exactly what I was looking for, but that was what we needed. Onto the back nine we go. 10th hole, par 4, 378. Kind of surprised that hole transition thing that I showed you guys isn't doing anything. Oh, Whew. I'm battling sneezing, allergies. Camera's still going though. Alright, see if we can make up a little bit of time on this back. I think I started about 5 minutes the camera before I started actually playing, so I think we're right around 35 minutes. Where can we go here? I guess there, down the middle, never hurts as a start line. No read. That almost never happened with Home T Hero. It was always just those little wedge shots. Kind of surprised that that's been more of a theme. That wasn't terrible. Came out left. See if I can hit it a little bit better than that. Would have been in play, but that one's headed right. Still high on the face. Was catching them low. Moved it back a little bit in my stance. Maybe I gotta move it back up again. It's always something out here. Alright, nice 245-yard bomb. 131 on a significant upslope in the rough, which is going to be 6%. So 10% being 13. Call it 8 maybe. Aim a little bit right. I'm going to go choke down 9. Try to hit this about 140. It's either a full pitching wedge or a choke down 9. I guess. I don't know, we'll go choke down 9. Still left. See if I got the distance right. Nope. Choked down too much. That was toey. I'm releasing my hands too much. 16, deep rough. We're up about 3 yards, so 19. Just going to be another one of those. Flop shot style, 60 degrees here. Alright, again, spin's an issue there, but only 48% spin out of that stuff. That was pretty much just what I was looking for. It's pretty much as good as I could hit that. It's just, again, the spin. You got 0 stopping power when you only have 48% spin, and the Garmin probably reads. It's estimating the spin based on the launch angle, I believe, so it's probably down anyways, what you would expect out of a 60 degrees, so not exactly the best recipe to try to fly something to get it to stop. Need some ugly scorecards out here lately. We're 10 over through 10. Jeez. Granted, these are the furthest back tees at a very, very tough course, but be curious. I know Outdoors has been saying he's been playing along with some of these. Be curious if you guys are GSPro users, what you are capable of shooting on a course like this. Imagine if I had the wind turned on too. Low helium left. Gotta bounce right. The more shots I hit like that with that stupid driver, the more I keep leaning towards buying a Sim 2 again. All right, only 377 left. We're in the semi-rough, which is going to be 1%, so nothing. Aim a little bit left, 4 hybrid. Not my best out here today, folks. Don't really know if I've actually caught anything. A couple wedge shots I felt good about, kind of unfortunate breaks, but haven't been any shots that I've hit really that I said, okay, I got a hold of that one. A little bit better, but it was still towy. And I don't have, that came out a little bit left. There's no way that faded that much. That was a massive, massive fade. That should have started slightly left of where we were aimed and faded back. This generally is relatively straight. I mean, it was pretty towy, but I don't know about that fade. 157 upslope, we're right next to the lip. Up 4, fairway bunker. I'm gonna go 8 iron out of here. Bail out this way. Maybe I need to look up the easiest GSPro courses for my ego. That will be interesting. That was pretty thin. At least it was straight. Toying with that two putt circle. All right, we got to look at it. 16 yards. We're on an upslope. I'll just leave it there. 60 degree. Kind of drop kicked it, but ooh, right past the pin. It seems like that's a better recipe for those shots. I need to open up the face more, fly it higher, and just swing a little bit easier. Basically higher launch, less speed, it seems like. 10 over through 11, 12th hole, par 3, 167, down about 4. So we're at 163. I'm gonna go 8 iron. Hopefully, again, I'm banking on Garmin coming out with a higher unit that's not like $10,000. Would be pretty nice. Hybrid camera-based type unit that can pick up things more accurately here with the R10. Hit it halfway decent. Yep, that'll work. About time. A little birdie on the scorecard. I'll probably give it right back here. 13th hole, par 4, 410. Look at this hole. Can't be missing right off of this tee box. How cool is that ocean though with the waves? Well, that was high heel. Started left. Tried to get a bigger turn on that one. These little tweaks I'm making, moving the ball, trying to hit up on it more, hit down on it more, bigger turn. Haven't quite striped. I just need to like hit 2 good ones in a row, and then I'll feel like I'll get some confidence back. It's just always a battle with that stupid club. Kind of all of them right now too, to be fair, but 167 is going to come out a little bit right. We're on an upslope, so I aim a little bit left. Down 7, so we're at 160. I'm going to go 9 iron, just because I cannot be long. Should be, play this to about 150, 155 total. Hit it halfway decent, just a tad toey, but should be on the green, I think. Stay there. Okay, take that. Par? Things are looking up here, folks. 14th hole, par 4, 393. What was a little back-to-back birdie par action? Easy game. Easy software. You can hear the seagulls in the game. Alright, we'll leave it there. It may fly right into my eye. Finally, still, I was a little bit heel, but that was hit better. That was finally better contact. That should be 260 plus. 267 into the rough, take that. Better swing, better contact. Unfortunate part is I don't even feel like my other swings, I mean, you guys can be the judge. I don't feel like the other swings were even that different and that horrendous. It just comes down to contact and where I'm hitting it on the face. That one was finally a little bit more squared up. But now we're in the rough, which is going to be 6%. We're on a downslope too, and it's 3.3 left. So we're going to have to aim a little bit over here. 110 total, up about 2 yards, so 112. I'm going to go approach wedge, try to hit this as a feel of about 115. A little bit left again, not too bad. Okay, not inside the inner circle, but I'll take that all day long for par. All right, 9 over through 14, 15th hole, par 4, 497. I'm sure another nice easy hole. Got a sailboat out there. I may end up bringing out, I was debating bringing out a bucket of balls and just bringing out like 85, 100 balls. I mean, I know putting is some of them, so maybe I don't need quite that many, but bringing out a big bucket of balls. And the only thing is I do like kind of resetting instead of just hammering ball after ball. I kind of like getting the extra steps in and almost kind of resetting a little bit in between shots, going to get the ball, but could cut down on some time if I just took out a bucket of balls and hit one after the other with these shots. Wouldn't look the best with 50 balls all laying over there, but low helium left. Hopefully it fades back, it'll catch the fairway. Must have been some downslope. 266. All right, 234 to there. Gonna come out a little bit right, aim a little bit left, down 3. We'll go 4 hybrid. If I catch this one good, it's going to be too much, but that probably won't happen. So 4-iron's more of a hit and a hope situation. This is a more consistent club for me. Well, I chunked it. It's going to take some distance off. We'll see. Too much. I was hoping we'd catch the front. That was pretty heavy. Trying to play that club a little bit more up in my stance to try to catch it cleaner, hit up on it a little bit, but seems like that was like almost an inch behind the ball. I gotta have it a little bit more in the middle. Should be able to, contact-wise, make it a little bit better. 31 out of here. Call this a greenside bunker, which will be 25%. Spin's gonna get reduced. 10% being 3, so 6. I'm gonna go a little bit left. I'm gonna go 56 and try to hit about a 30-yard. Open it up a little bit. 30-yard field shot, I think. Might be too much. Wow, that came out soft. All right, take that. Bogey. And that's pretty crazy. You look at those carry numbers. So carry 31, that sounds about right from the R10. Generally, when I just plop down the R10 and I don't mess with any of the weather settings, up until about pitching wedge 9-iron is pretty spot on. Then it starts to fall off distance-wise with the longer clubs, but 31 raw carry on that one sounds about right. And then it was only 19.5. Obviously, that's out of the sand and stuff from the game, but 25 total. 16th hole, par 5, 549. Definitely possible I don't have things set up quite right, or there's settings that I don't know about. Something's missing, I don't know. Not the prettiest score in the world, but pretty course. Alright, that was actually hit decent. That should be right down the middle. Wasn't the quickest in the world, but that was pretty decent contact. Take that for sure. That was probably the best driver swing yet. Didn't try to hammer it, just tried to slow things down just a little bit. Apparently I gotta do that more often. It's just so much fun hearing on course, gripping it and ripping it. And not that I'm completely off balance when I hit it, but it's kind of fun to get the feeling of along the lines of swinging out of your shoes, so to speak, versus just like bunting a driver down there. Set ourselves up though. That was a good tee shot. 281 total. Must have been some downslope and some rollout. We got, yeah, basically 20 yards, 23 yards of rollout. Take that. All right. This will probably fade a little bit, so I'm tempted to go over here, but that's trouble. So I'm gonna go right there. I'm not gonna hit it 250, but I'm going 4 hybrid up there, and we'll see. Actually, I can't even take that line. Let's bring it back. We'll go there. That's smarter. Gonna have a little bit of course management here. All right, take my own advice. Keep this a little bit further back in the stance. Much cleaner contact, but it was heely and came out left. Should be all right though. That was pretty clean contact. Take that. Par works for me. 2 holes left, 17th hole, par 3, 257 yards. Am I hitting driver? Down 11. All right. Luckily, we don't have to take a complete shot to the ego and hit driver on a par 3. Luckily, we're down 11 yards. So aim about here, and it's just going to be the same swing with the 4 hybrid. If I keep hitting that driver hot and cold like I have been, this may become the new off the tee club. Oh, not if I do that. That is going to be short right. Luckily that 11 yards of downslope kept it in the air longer, but that wasn't hit very good. 35. So this is more of like a pretty flat. This is almost like, this is what I'm seeing is calls for like a bump and run, which should be better suited for like my home tee hero rounds are generally more, they're like flat, and I can do more of my lower launching wedge type of shots. So I think this one, 35, pretty dead straight. We got ridges, so we're gonna have to go a little bit over here, but this one should be my standard 30 yard shot with my 56 and have it roll out a little bit. I think don't have to focus on launching this crazy high. See if we can get 30 out of this. Should be relatively close. Yep. So that's what I'm used to doing with this club, and like in general with all my home tee hero rounds, chipping back here. That would be, I have that distance relatively dialed in. Same thing with my 60. It used to just be 15, anywhere from 10, 15, 20, 25 at the most, but then I would possibly go to 56, and that type of shot where I can just launch it the way I did, account for a little bit of rollout. Wish I had more of those type of looks here in GS Pro. 18th and final hole. Take a look at this finishing hole fly over here together. Trouble left, trouble right, more trouble left it seems like. Split fairway. Got the clubhouse or something up there. Well, see what we can do. Ten over through 17. Oh, every time. It almost looked like that ball moved up a little bit. I don't think it did. I think that was just a no read. But that was halfway decent hit. That was a little bit low heel. Was going to be a little bit of a lower launch up the left, but I don't know why that's not changing anything in my setup with driver. I don't know why those are more prevalent right now. Those driver no reads. Well, that was even lower. Same line. That first one would have carried that. Unfortunately, now we got trouble. That's unfortunate. Ultimately though, still my fault. If I get a second shot at something, I should be able to hit it better the second time. That one was worse. Usually the case. Just kind of takes you out of your round a little bit. 250, we're on a downslope. It's recommending 3 wood, so I guess I can smash. Oh boy. Well, I'm just gonna leave it. We'll likely end up in that crap in front of the green, but I'm just gonna hit 4 hybrid out of here. We're not protecting a decent score anyways. Chunky again. And that's a definite misread. That started right. That should have been right. That came out, seemed like dead left. Whoa, we're riding the slope. I didn't look at the live though, so maybe that's why it came out so far left. And we're in a penalty area. This is fun. Drop the ball. Where are we? Did it move us up at least? Where are we? Where the hell are we going? The pin's over there. Well, let's try it again. Can I... I'll do it one more time, and then I'll have to lay up out of here, I guess. This might have to be like a 9-iron type of shot out of here if I can't hit this 4 hybrid out. Alright, that was hit really good. Don't go down that. Alright, I'll take that. 217 yards of raw carry, 119 in the game. Yikes. 145. We're on a downslope. It's going to come out right. Down 2 yards. So it's going to be... Actually, it would normally be a choke down 9-iron. I'm going to hit a full pitching wedge just because of the downslope. And what are we in? We're in the rough, which is going to be 6%. So this will probably come up a little bit short, but I can take a full swing and it'll launch higher. It should come down softer. I'm afraid if I thin that choke down 9, it just won't stop on the green. So full pitching wedge. And I thin that and left, but we'll see. I should get a little extra distance on it. Go. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. We're on a 13-yard downslope. This might not even come out. 21 up 4. Alright, well, tough finishing hole here, folks. This is going to be another, I already have to get the ball back there anyways, so this is going to be an up and over the net 60 degree. Open this thing way up, swing kind of hard at it. This is going to go, hopefully, and I'm trying to hit this over the net, so this should launch pretty darn high. Hey, we caught the tree and it came down. Alright, a little bit long, put too much on it, but at least I don't have to go get it. Well, it gave us something. That was probably a triple, if not worse on that hole, but let's take a look at the scorecard. So, from Whistling Straits in Sheboygan, Wisconsin, courtesy of the designer of TechBud, this was my personal selection based on those pretty awesome graphics that we were seeing throughout, ended up with a 15 over 87. We got a 9, we got a 5 over. Oh yeah, we had to take the drop too. We had a penalty stroke in there, at least one of them. We had a 9. We actually had a decent, we were kind of piecing it together, starting on like the back 9 up through 17, and then we fell apart on that 18th, unfortunately. But 45 on the front, 42 on the back, and that's with the the 5 over on the 18th. One birdie on 12. That was probably lucky, but the settings down below, I know these first couple are getting cut off, but it says game type stroke play, fairways normal, stimp 10, greens normal. The tee is furthest back, 7600. Probably have no business playing that. I should move up. No mulligans, Friday pins. Can't imagine what Sunday pins would be like. My global elevation settings, auto putt, today's date, no wind, player settings. We'll look at the stats. 7 pars, 1 birdie, 7 bogeys, 2 doubles, 1 double plus, that 18th, unfortunately. Longest drive 281, average drive 259, sounds about right. I still think the ball speeds are a bit down, but it says we got up to 149, which is better. Again, I think these are probably a good 5 mile an hour slower than what they would be on another simulator, a higher end one, maybe even possibly more. But I mean, it's all relative, so if I had the best was 149, realistically that was probably well into the 150s, but it's all relative, so I know if I'm getting up towards high 140s into the 150s, realistically it's probably mid to high 150s, if not low 160s, but it's all relative, so kind of is what it is. 34 putts, no sand saves, no mulligans, a little over an hour. 33 greens in regulation, that's low, but this is a tough course and tough software. 57% on the fairways, 8 out of 14 will take that. 7.8 handicap at this course, no way I would have been like that in real life, but 2.6 is my, or 2.8 rather, is my average. So that's what I have. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this pretty picturesque course. Not my best golf here, to say the least, but we made it through. Gonna have to go get that ball back there. Hopefully everything's recording correctly. Gonna reset things here and play one more. I'll probably, actually I don't know. I'm gonna do a PGA Tour course next, so I kind of have to, I would like to, with those, play the same tees that the pros do. So maybe I'll leave it, and then next time I come out, I'll bring things back down for the tees. But hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Check out those Amazon links down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys at the next course.